Can a waiver or a contract truly protect a person? Regrettably, that is not always the case. The story today concerns a man who, acting purely out of goodwill and relying on a single sheet of paper, found himself trapped in a lifetime of child support debt. It is a case where a good deed turned into a living hell. The details follow.
Sarah, it's been a while. You don't look so good. Is something wrong?
Actually, Jason, I asked you here because I have a huge favor to ask. You know my partner and I have been desperately trying to have a baby, right? We've already been to 3 different fertility clinics over the last 2 years, and every single attempt failed. We can't afford it anymore. Seeing a doctor costs thousands of dollars each time. Our savings are completely drained, but we still want a child more than anything.
Oh, wow. I had no idea you guys were going through that. That sounds incredibly tough. I wish there was something I could do to help. Did your car break down or something? You know I can fix it for free.
No, it's not the car. And it's not about borrowing money. Jason, we want you to be our sperm donor.
What? Me? No, Sarah, hold on. I am absolutely not ready for that kind of conversation. Being a father is a huge responsibility. I have student loans, credit card debt, and I can barely take care of myself. I'm a mechanic, not a bank.
Jason, please listen. Don't misunderstand. We are not asking you to be a dad. We just need a biological donor we can trust. Clinics are too expensive, and the process is a nightmare with waiting lists. But we know you. We know you're healthy, you have a good heart, and we trust your genes. That's all we need.
But what about the legal issues? I've heard horror stories. What if I have to pay child support later or custody battles happen? What if you guys break up? I've read about things like that on the internet where the donor gets screwed.
We anticipated that you'd be worried, so we came prepared. Look at this document. It's a donor hold harmless agreement that I had drawn up by a lawyer. Look at Article 5, Section 2 right here. It clearly states, the donor waives all parental rights and shall not be liable for any future financial support, including child support. The child will be raised entirely by us. You have 0 legal obligations. It's just a gift. No one even has to know.
Let me see that. Shall not be liable. Waives all rights. Sarah, are you 100% sure this holds up in court? I mean, I want to help you, really, but I can't risk my future on this.
It's notarized, Jason. It's a legal contract. It protects you as much as it protects us. We just want a family. Please.
Okay, if you guys are that desperate, and if this document is solid, I guess there's no reason a friend can't help. I trust you, Sarah. All right, I'll sign. Just promise me you'll be great parents.
The baby was born healthy. As promised, Jason stayed out of the child's life, and Sarah seemed to build a happy family. However, 3 years later, an economic crisis hit, and Sarah's partnership fell apart. Left to raise the child alone, Sarah faced destitution and eventually went to the state for help. That request for help would soon boomerang back to Jason.
Great weather today. Huh? Certified mail? Kansas Department for Children and Families. What's this? Did I miss a tax payment? What is this? Petition for paternity and child support? Defendant Jason Allen? $6,000 in back support. Ordered to pay $1,000 monthly? Sarah sued me? No, wait. The plaintiff is the state of Kansas. Pick up the damn phone! Hello? Sarah, what the hell is going on? I just got served a lawsuit from the state. They say I'm the father. We have a contract. You said you wouldn't hold me responsible. You swore on your life.
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm really sorry. I didn't want this to happen. My partner left and I lost my job. I had no money for rent or food. I went to the DCF to apply for welfare benefits.
So? What does you getting welfare have to do with destroying my life?
The caseworker, she told me that to get any state aid, I had to list the biological father's name. They said if I didn't give them a name, they would deny my application. I couldn't let my baby starve. I thought the contract would still protect you even if I gave them your name. I didn't know the state would subrogate my rights and come after you directly.
You didn't know? Sarah, the moment you sold my name to the state, that contract became toilet paper. You threw me to the wolves to save yourself. How am I supposed to pay this? They want $1,000 a month. I don't even make that much after rent.
Calm down, Jason. Let's look at the facts. The contract is here. The wording, "shall not be liable," is perfect. It's a textbook waiver. However, there is one fatal, catastrophic flaw in how you executed this.
What flaw? I signed it. She signed it. It's notarized.
I need you to answer this carefully. Where did the insemination take place? Was it in a clinic?
No, clinics were too expensive. We did it at Sarah's house. I just delivered the sample in a cup and she handled the rest. Why does the location matter?
That is where you lost the case before it even started. Jason, listen to me. Kansas Statute 23-2205 is very specific. It states that, to be recognized as a sperm donor, the procedure must be performed under the supervision of a licensed physician. This statute has no exceptions.
That makes no sense. Whether a doctor hands her the cup or I hand her the cup, the result is the exact same baby. The intent was clearly donation. Why does the law care about a doctor being in the room?
Common sense says you're right, but the state doesn't care about common sense. They care about reimbursement. Without a doctor, the law views this not as artificial insemination, but legally identical to natural sexual intercourse. In the eyes of the court, you are not a donor. You are simply a man who fathered a child with Sarah, and in Kansas, fathers must pay.
So I'm just a sitting duck? My only crime was helping a friend out of kindness, and now I'm going to be bankrupt?
No, we fight. This is the state exploiting a loophole to rob a Good Samaritan. It's unjust, and we are going to argue that your intent should override the technicality.
Your Honor, the defense is trying to turn this into a sob story, but the law is not emotional. It is procedural. The facts are simple. There is a child, there is a mother on welfare who cannot support the child, and there is a biological father, Mr. Allen. The state of Kansas prioritizes the welfare of the child above all else. Why should the taxpayers support this child when the father is standing right there?
Objection. The defendant is not a father in any sense of the word. He had absolutely no intention of parenting. Look at Exhibit A, the hold harmless agreement. The mother explicitly promised not to hold him financially responsible. Just because a third party, a doctor, was not in the room, invalidating a private contract and imposing a lifetime of debt is a gross violation of personal liberty.
A contract? Mr. Davis, you know as well as I do that parents cannot contract away a child's right to support. That is against public policy. And the reason the law mandates going through a doctor is precisely to prevent these messy disputes. The defendant chose to ignore that safety protocol to save a few bucks. That wasn't kindness, Your Honor. That was recklessness.
Recklessness? He was trusting a friend.
I'd like to question the defendant. Mr. Allen, did you consult a lawyer before providing your sample? Did you check the Kansas statutes? Did you really have no money for a doctor? Or was it just inconvenient?
Sarah said she had handled the legal side. I just wanted to help.
Exactly. You bypassed the legal medical procedure. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. You are the biological father, and since no doctor was involved, you are the legal father. The state requests full payment of arrears.
Your Honor, please! I didn't run away. I didn't abandon anyone. I gave a gift. If you make me pay child support, who will ever help infertile couples again? You are punishing goodwill. You are telling the world that helping a neighbor is a crime punishable by bankruptcy.
The court has heard the arguments. Mr. Allen, while the court sympathizes with your situation,
I am bound by the letter of the law. Statutes are not suggestions. Kansas Statute 23-2205 is clear. Donor status is contingent upon the supervision of a licensed physician. You failed to meet that requirement. Therefore, the court finds Jason Allen to be the legal father. You are ordered to pay all back support to the state and continue monthly payments until the child is an adult.
This can't be real. My life is over. All because of one piece of paper.
Did Jason go bankrupt? Fortunately, the story doesn't end here. This script is based on the real-life William Marotta case from 2009. After this crushing defeat in the lower court, public outrage was massive. People demanded, "Don't punish the Good Samaritan." Marotta refused to give up and appealed. After 4 long, expensive years of legal battles, in 2016, the appeals court finally ruled in his favor. They declared he was not the father. But remember this: no one compensated him for the years of stress and legal fees. The lesson is brutally clear. The law values procedure more than your good intentions. If you want to help someone, a waiver is not enough. You need doctors, lawyers, and a strict adherence to the statutes. Without them, your good deed is just a rope waiting to strangle you. This was Courtroom Tea. Case closed.